Hello and welcome to the Fuki, Faeton, and Roach do Pokemon, literally in multiple ways. Welcome in. We're gonna start off by doing a little bit of a Pokemon smash or pass, but we're gonna have that converted into a tier list. So we have this tier list on screen right now, and we're gonna try to determine like where on that tier list. So not just yes or no, but like who's the most fuckable and who's the least fuckable. And that's why
Oh my god.
I basically can't do YouTube, because I think you get demonetized if you curse in the first 30 seconds, and we've already talked about fucking Pokemon.
Oh, you can censor it. I mean, you can censor that fast.
So, give a moment to shout out Faeton. Welcome in. Do you have anything to say? Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Faeton. I'm part of the eel system, and I need help starting my stream.
Oh no!
Got this. We can figure this out.
I had just updated my OBS, and now I don't know where anything is.
Oh, mistake number one. Never trust OBS.
I'm learning now more that you just don't want to update.
Ever.
Now I'm trapped into it because I got the bad version, and I have to like get the updates to get the improvements to make it less bad.
Fucking OBS.
And
Phaeton, I believe. I mean, I believe. Disregard that. Phaeton, I believe if you go into your docs, OBS docs, there should be something where it might have gotten hidden, where your like stream manager button is. Weird.
oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm introducing people in your chat, Thuka.
Yeah, weird game. We've met before. You haven't first time chat, but we have
Weird Gamer's a bit notorious in my chat. For all the right reasons, though.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Weird Gamer. But yeah, so our Roach's room is Uno reversed.
Oh, that's true. Oh, Fukuma, you don't have me mirrored, do you? That's cursed Roach.
Oh, am I supposed to be mirroring?
I've always got to be mirrored. If I'm not mirrored, I turn into cursed Roach. I'm gonna start banning people left and right. I love how Weird jumps in. That's the first thing they notice, is that I'm a little bit at a different angle.
Inverted Roach. So did you get your stream going?
Not yet, but almost. I had to move something.
Okay, it makes it easier too that I went live first, so then I can give you like a moment to do your like intro in when you start.
Yeah, very, very important. Very important.
Until you're going live, we can also go for introduction. Roach, we know our chatter already knows you, but for the future, give us a bit about yourself.
That's true. That Weird Gamer follows me all around the globe, the continent. But yeah, my name's Roach. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the two-time, in fact. You may have heard somebody else be that. I am, in fact, the true two-time. And I'm here to fuck some Pokemon. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I'm here to do. I'm inverted Roach today. I'm usually facing a different direction, so I might be a little cursed, but hey, we'll get down with it.
Just give me a little more seconds. I don't have the stream key to go live.
You're inverted Roachistired. Oh, you don't have the stream key yet. That if you need help finding it, I can We can guide you through it. Just don't say it out loud.
Of course, yeah.
Never even thought about that. Inverted?
Are you inverted? I guess you kind of go front facing, don't you? You kind of like the dead on approach. And I can appreciate that, but my dead on approach looks a little too sketchy. I have to go for an angle.
Held safer than gold in Fort Knox.
I could break into Fort Knox. Oh, it's so much better. I was trying to figure out how to make your stream bigger without going full screen, and I just did.
I love
Okay, I might need
citizens
some
in
help.
North Korea. Oh man, I can't see. We'll never know whether that's a good thing or bad thing though, because they're just locked in there. I mean, it could be to defend them from the horrors of the outside world.
Oh, I thought you were saying, like, is the monster truly locked inside, or are we locked out?
Exactly. Like, what end of this is? It could be any motivation, truly.
Yeah, are we kept out, or are they being kept in? This cage isn't for you, it's for me.
And I feel more as time goes by, further and further. Everyone. Everyone wants to lock out
Wait,
America.
everyone-
Like, people do not want America
Oh, okay.
around. Like,
I was like, that you just stopped before you hit your
I
everyone.
haven't hit very much of my G Fuel yet, so I haven't gotten my focus chemicals yet.
You're off your game. Your gamer subs.
Okay, I might have to order some of that Baja Blast one though.
Kind of crazy, isn't it?
It really is.
I thought about going for the new alcoholic Mountain Dew, giving it a try, but I've heard that the Code Red doesn't taste like Code Red anymore.
Yeah, I've heard the only one that's even okay is the Baja Blast, and it still doesn't taste very much like the original flavor. It's just kind of its own thing that's okay.
You wouldn't happen to watch Vlad Slick Bartender, would you?
Is that the person who made the video about that?
He makes the YouTube shorts.
I probably have seen it then. Just comes. I don't even think I follow them. They just show up all the time.
He's the only channel I follow specifically for shorts. My girlfriend, I think, gets so tired of it because we'll be wanting to watch something. One of his videos pops up and I'm like, no, we're not doing anything until I watch his short.
Just lost the game. The only channel you follow, you're hurting people. Hurt people, hurt people.
No, not the only channel I follow in general. Just the only channel I follow just for their shorts.
I'm more of a skirt man myself, but
I can appreciate that.
I don't know what the name of this little guy is.
I do.
Yeah. That name.
Yes.
Who's that Pokemon?
Do you know if you fuck him?
Oh, I'm streaming now.
Welcome to the wild, wild west of streaming.
Welcome. If you want to do your intro, or if you have anything you want to say to start your first stream.
Hey. I have nothing.
Cool. But I know one thing you do have, which is you said you know the name of this Pokemon.
Yes,
Hey.
the first one. That is Victini.
Victini. And so where do we... Is that a yes or a no?
I mean, Victini do kind of got that ball sack looking legs. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, I didn't even realize that his legs and body are a dick and balls.
Do you think he could pin back the ears? Is the question.
Probably.
Probably.
Because that's looking like butt plug material to me.
Literally, oh my god. This Pokemon literally is a dick. So now that I was gonna say hell no, but now I'm thinking about it, I mean like, that's just a cute fluffy dick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anywhere near S tier yet, but that might be a solid B for me.
I was thinking D's probably a good spot for that. We have to also like, or D is actually I guess F. We only have
Yeah, what are the tiers?
we only have S through D.
Okay.
So B is like middle of the road.
So maybe more A. I don't know. What do y'all think?
I'm thinking probably B.
Yeah.
We starting off with a soft B.
Much better than a soft D.
Oh yeah, we
That's true.
just started. What's up, Pooch? And yeah, Zephyr, we like just started a second ago. I think Eel's stream just got going, so now we're like officially in the heat of it.
Officially going now.
Oh, Zephyr in chat?
Yeah.
Yo, Zephyr, what's up?
About to head to sleep. I saw streaming. Well, thank you, thank you for the well wishes. As a straight Christian, my options are limited because I don't think you can marry Pokemon.
Did Weird say that?
Oh yeah.
That seems like a very weird gamer statement.
Seems very yeah. It's in character.
In character, yeah. Ooh, I already see one unknown S tier
Thank you
coming
for
up. I'm not gonna dox who yet, but an S tier is coming.
All right. I think it's safe to say that if anyone knows the names of these Pokemon, it's gonna be Fate.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Well, I think the green one's Serpendy.
Oh. Superior.
Actually, it was close. I was fucking around.
That's your tone on that was threatening, Roach. But I'm like, see here. Personally, I don't know if I can go for the snake per se. It gets a little too serpenty for me.
Yeah,
So-
it's kind of just an uncircumcised penis, though.
I'm
Look
kind
at
of
it.
thinking a little C-ish. If anyone has it, but if anyone has objections,
I don't know if I could. I think I could concede to a C tier. C for Sea Serpent.
Well, that would be S then for Sea Serpent.
No, because it's a sea serpent.
but also look at the like the tail, like the leaf tails.
Ooh. I mean, if you like getting, you know, a little bit of like whipping action going on, a little bit of BDSM, tail might be kind of wicked.
That could probably tickle, like, give you a little, like, butthole tickle.
I mean, that might be kind of wicked.
Well, I mean, if you're into like being tied up, it could use its body.
Okay. I've
Kinda-
completely changed my
okay,
tune.
yeah.
It's S tier. No, okay.
There's not many things I'm not into. I would argue that this snake could be an A or an
Yeah,
S tier.
A or S.
We have a monster fucker fetish, so it would be S for us.
Monster fucker. I've never heard of that.
Wait, on the stream, there's a delay on Roach's audio?
Uh-oh.
Wonder what would cause that, because...
Oh, I bet it's coming through Discord faster than it is the browser
Yeah, there is
extension,
a
right?
bit of a delay with the God Ninja stuff. But it's only by like maybe 2 seconds.
Okay.
2 whole seconds?
Not like game breaking, though.
Yeah.
You could always put a delay on the OBS. Well, no, if the audio is first, then it wouldn't work like that.
Yeah, I think I did put like a so many second delay on the stream just to make sure that it came through more, gave it a second or whatever, but string cheese incident.
Roach the game.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I do walk around life with a little bit of lag, as they say.
I mean, my only thoughts on this Pokemon so far, though, is that one could definitely dom the fuck out of you.
What, that hot pig? Not like hot as in sexy, but like hot as in
Lamey.
it's literally on
More.
fire.
We as a collective dislike the Tepig evolution line, so it would be no from us. D.
You're saying straight D.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of agree.
I was about to say I could maybe try to push it up to a C, but like he's probably a good spot. Just the strength and size aspect. I'm like maybe.
Yeah, it's. I'm not
Man,
necessarily
unless
about
you
the whole
like your
claws.
pelvis literally being destroyed.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
I think a D for a hot pig.
D for hot pig. Then I guess we're looking at off the cuff. I don't know about this dude. The shells and the horns and everything.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking stick him down there with the fucking pig.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit a couple, we're gonna eventually hit a lot of the D's, I think. But, because I'm like looking at this weasel too. Is anyone trying to fuck this weasel right now? Or make a case for fucking this weasel?
That weasel is kind of the Pokemon equivalent of Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory.
S tier.
Fucking Bazinga.
If you can train it to say Bazinga, then it's S tier, I guess.
Alright, throw it on up there.
Do y'all want to know the names of these Pokemon? Or
I mean,
Should me and Fuka just both guess a name and see who's closer each time?
that's up to y'all.
Fuka, what's your off the dome thoughts about what this rat's name is?
Squirrelzilla, man.
Squirrelzilla.
Squirrelzilla.
Man. Oh, Squirrelzilla. I was like, I can almost guarantee you they do not add a man at the end of Squirrelzilla.
It's something squirrely.
I think it's Squeaver.
That's good. I think that's wrong too.
I like Squeaver. Its name is Watchog.
Watchog.
Oh, I just saw it pop up in chat. Zephyr got it. Nice.
And
Zephyr knows their Watchog.
so we S or A on this.
Oh. What?
Does it come with a laugh track?
Or is it without having the Bazinga? I guess it's like more B or C.
C, yeah.
I would throw it at B for Bazinga.
Morally. Is that the best choice?
Maybe not. But do I ever make a good choice?
Hey. So this big ass like schnauzer looking motherfucker. Snoozle.
A, for sure.
Thinking A, like, there's probably like a height thing. How tall? Is that a big ass like fucking human sized dog, or is that like a freaking Yorkie?
Yo, it's got the fucking pigtails to hold on to. You can't tell me that's not A tier.
It's 3'11".
311. I mean, with the handlebars too, that might be worth a ride, baby.
The 311. That one would need That one would need elevation. It's definitely too short.
311. I mean, I don't know. I feel like 311.
I mean,
That's
it's
almost
called
4
doggy
feet.
style for a reason.
That's true. I mean, what are you guys think? I'm thinking pretty mid.
The handlebars are really putting it up there for me. I'm not gonna lie, but I will concede to a B tier.
In B
Yeah,
tier.
that seems fine.
Yeah, that's about right. I put them both on the same playing field.
Ooh, what's its name?
I said Snoozle.
Oh, that's a Rough Rider.
Stoutland.
Stoutland.
Oh, that,
Fuka, what'd you call
did I
it?
say Snoozle?
Snoozle. You were kind of close, right? Snoozle Stoutland.
Ooh.
I called it fucking Rough Rider.
But rough, like W, like bark.
Yeah, like RUFF.
What's up, Ferret? Welcome in.
Yo, Furret. All right, what are we thinking about Furret? Do we fuck Furret?
I don't think Ferret's in this gin.
Yeah, no.
Nah, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. I will say this green guy is sticking out to me.
Which green guy?
It's green, the green monkey guy.
I wonder why.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I mean, what are you thinking about? What are we thinking of? Should we do the cat first?
Yeah, we should.
I mean, that's kind of Fukuma the cat, right? Or Fukuma the Pokemon, I mean.
Pretty much. Never thought about that before.
I mean, is it going to make you uncomfortable when I say I'd put that cat up in A tier?
It's all in the eyes.
The eyes that become the ears, it's like the ultimate smoky eye, right? That's what a smoky eye
For
is.
real.
This one is 3'7".
I think its name is Purloin, right?
Yeah.
It literally has a loin in
No,
the name.
not. That's its pre-evolution.
Mm.
Lipard, or Leopard,
Like pussy, like bussy.
Oh no.
like leopard.
Listen, I'm gonna say it. I think this cat goes potentially. It's no lower than B.
Bird is also saying A.
Bird, my friend.
I probably do put probably above our two B tiers at this moment. Either a high B tier or like a lower A tier, probably.
I think low A tier is the way to go.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 different like elemental monkey.
I mean, that blue one is something out of my dreams right there. I'm throwing that baby up in S tier. With the fucking curtain bangs.
I don't know the heights of these mofos, but at the same time, they're all like human enough.
They are all human enough. Hey, y'all heard that Vaporeon fucking copy pasta? I think this monkey's probably the same, right?
To be honest, yeah, probably.
Do we have an S tier yet?
Our snake with our
They
leaf
are
snake.
all 3'7".
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I think if you're like referring to the Vaporeon meme, I think these are like debatably like cannot. Like, so are the?
Wait, well, you cut out a little bit.
No, I also just stopped in the middle of my sentence because I'm.
Oh, that's what it was.
I mean, I'm
I'm
digging them all.
Sorry, good. I'm kind of for all of them. I'm not gonna lie. I don't discriminate on any type of elemental. I do kind of lean towards that water one. I'm not gonna lie, but I would put all of them up in S.
Half of Pansage's height is their hair. Yeah.
It's true.
That's the green one, by the way.
Yeah. So that's what I'm wondering now is. So these other ones are taller, or does the hair not count?
I could see them being taller.
I don't know. That's just the official Pokemon.
Pokedex.net.
I don't know if it counts. It's
Pansage looks like a short little rascally doodad. You know what I mean?
oh no, those are the Semi-Sage, Semi-Seer, Semi-Four. The Pan is their pre-evolution.
So. Did these come as a package, or are these just all in A tier? Or is it like B tier? Like, because if you're asking, like, would I jerk these monkeys off? Like, for sure.
100%. I mean, if I'm thinking like logistically here, the way I would personally put them is grass goes in B, fire goes in A, water goes in S. But y'all are welcome to debate that where you may.
we're not really a fond of monkeys, so it does lower the score for me
Fair enough.
a little bit, but
So we're just knocking a whole tier off of that.
I don't. No. But I was about to say that Simisphere, the fire one, is speaking to me a little bit.
Is this an agreeable standard here?
That looks excellent to me.
Perfect, yeah.
So like
I would even agree with that too.
I look at this this bird one, and I'm wondering, like, is that like a tall ass bird? Look at it standing up next to that horse.
It's bigger than the zebra.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It is 311.
Oh,
That's a small ass horse then.
not to scale.
The-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not to scale, they're just the sprites.
Peyton, how do y'all know these Pokemon's heights off rip?
The heights, I'm getting off the internet.
Oh, okay. Y'all are looking them up. I see.
So being a bird that's 3 foot tall, I'm thinking actually like C or D.
Yeah, I mean D, right?
Unpheasant is actually special, depending on what gender it is. Changes how it looks. Like
See,
that
that's a little
one,
misogynist, right?
that one is female, I believe,
Okay.
and the male doesn't have the pink head stuff.
Are the males bigger too?
No, they're the same
Mm.
size.
Oh, that could have been a game changer. You tell me that like the male ones are like 4 or 5.
I mean, that extra foot can make a difference.
So did you have objections, or were you
Oh
saying?
shit! No, it's the other way around. That one there is the male, and it's the female that doesn't have the.
Ah, that makes more sense in the world of bird.
Yeah.
So where are we landing on this? Are we?
I mean-
Are we? Is this lower tier, or are we like in the landing in the middle?
If it was just a little bit taller, I think it would be like a low A, high B for me.
I mean, I'm all for the short kings, but birds just that bird ain't looking like my type, tbh.
Are we looking at B or C?
I mean, all birds have a cloaca, right? It's just one hole, or like,
I don't know how I feel about that. That almost maybe cloaca C.
I think that's agreeable. So,
Okay.
I mean, obviously the horse has got some size behind it. I think that you could like, this could be a top tier contender.
Have you ever heard of Mr. Hands?
Mr. Hands.
Mr.
I feel
Hands.
like I have, but also, what?
I think if you had, you probably wouldn't vote this horse very high.
well, one, it's a zebra, not a horse.
Horses are zebras,
Similar
right?
family tree.
Yeah. And it is 5'3".
5B. On its 4 legs, though. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
need
mean,
to stand on the bucket.
Sure. Oh, so you have seen Mr. Hands? Listen, I concede an opinion on this zebra. I have no quarrels with or against the zebra. I'll let y'all decide the zebra placement.
That's just middle of the line then.
I mean, I'm very unopinionated on this zebra.
You're not having like a positive or negative reaction.
I guess that's very
Is-
true, yeah.
It is electric type, if that changes anything.
I don't know if I like being shocked
I
very
might drop
much.
it down to C just for the electric.
Fuck.
Yeah, I kind of dig that.
Or it's like leaning towards no, but not all the way no.
I'm starting to think I'd smash that hot pig more than the zebra, though.
That might be true. So do we move this one up? Or do we move the other one down?
No, I wouldn't smash this fucking rock golem thing right there, whatever that is.
Off the cuff, just...
The list.
That thing can't even come in your room. Like, that's... ludicrous. I'm sure that's 8 feet tall.
Although, look, it does have a giant hard
actually 5'7".
stalagmite.
Oh.
The silence after my stalagmite comment is killing me.
I didn't hear you. I was too busy saying how tall it was.
We have known y'all to be very against the short Pokemon so far, so maybe that sways something.
What?
Oh, is it short?
All the shorties have been low.
We okay with that placement? Or is someone making a counter argument?
Yeah, that's fine.
I almost think, like, look at its big cock.
"20 cocks, 10 out of 10.
I mean, it does have a lot of gangbang potential.
And it is the one doing the gangbang.
Burrit also says a D for the rock thing.
Furret, you say D for the rock thing? I mean, it does look so natural up there in S, though.
I mean,
doesn't it?
also, I could see us
Yeah.
going like A or B with it. The
yeah,
monkeys.
like, is it
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 depends
better
on
than
how
the
sharp
snake?
the rocks are, though.
Ooh, yeah.
Roach, when he goes to the Rocky Mountains,
okay.
there's so many cocks everywhere.
So many cocks everywhere. I feel like I think it would be a crime to not put it at least A at this point.
So I'm like, I think that we can, from chat response, we can, First says they weren't thinking creatively enough.
Yeah, I mean, Furry, you're kind of coming around to it, right?
I think A is a good spot. It's not a rope that can tickle your buttholes.
Or slap your ass cheeks.
It's like that is only, maybe S is appropriate. I mean, technically,
I mean, that snake
the
is
problem is
designed.
it's an S if you have 10 friends that all want to get rock pounded.
Yeah.
That's 100% true.
Otherwise, what are you doing with most of those cocks?
Yeah, they're just there for show.
I'm gonna guess this bat is pretty small.
211. Yes.
What's the wing spread?
But
1 foot. I mean, look at that little grabber on its tail.
that is interesting. And it's got the
And it has a heart on its nose. You know it's a lover.
like it's
Its name
Modifier.
is
Swoobat.
Swoobat.
oh, because it'll swoo you with the heart. So
Wow.
this one will actually like come in and woo you a bit.
Exactly.
Its first evolution is actually Woobat.
I'm thinking a B.
Woobat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know S, but I think I could see this being an A or a B.
I would agree with B. I would concede to A.
Agreed.
Fukuma, you're the deciding
think-
factor here.
B is probably good because there's the size factor.
I mean, when you look at A, it just doesn't fit up there.
It does look like it's in kinder company right here.
Yeah, that's an elite group up in A tier.
Oh no, this one's like drilling you.
Wait, which one? Oh, okay. Oh, this. Holy shit! Yeah.
Just depends. Like, is that actual metal or is that like
Yes, it's
an
actually-
elephant? Like you could like it's dry, but you could like
That's a D tier, 100%.
I mean, what is it even gonna? What can you even do?
It literally has blood on its shirt.
Maybe that bumps it up though.
Damn.
I could do C, but probably D. It probably makes more sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can let that thing out of D. That thing's a menace.
Oh no. Does anyone have any comments on this little dude?
Ooh, I don't know.
Ardino?
I feel like this shit's like 1 foot tall, and I feel like it's automatic D right now.
Yeah, it's
You fucking
cute, but
love
I don't
Ardino.
really love.
I want to have it as a pet. I don't know. Like, let's
Yeah.
be friends. Friends only.
It is 307. But it can mega evolve, and in this mega evolution, is 411.
Oh.
Hey, that's not bad.
So, I mean, you could. Does that squeeze it up to C, or does that squeeze it up to? I mean, I guess if the bat's right there.
I would prefer it over the bat.
Yeah, but like personally A tier for me.
Wow, A tier, really? Oh.
It's also known as like the healing Pokemon, and so it can heal and regenerate.
Oh,
So you could tell it to get a
can make
job
you
at like
feel
a
good.
doctor.
oh no. What is this? Oh, and
Yo,
before
fucking stone thrower?
before we go any further,
Yes.
what are we thinking about this real strong?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you just throw the fucking blue frog
Yeah,
up there?
Cave frogs are S tier.
Oh, yeah, okay, 100%. I'm sorry.
That's like that's the big boy one.
Yeah, that one's got to stay.
Its name is Seismitoad.
Seismitoad. Yeah.
Oh.
and
Wrestler.
it's a water ground type. So it's like, I believe it can know earthquake.
I like them putting
So
chemicals
it
in the
knows
water.
how to
They
go.
turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Little gay frog anthem going on.
Oh hell yeah.
I don't. That's maybe C for me.
D for me. I
The
don't-
big
Yeah.
rock thrower.
Yeah.
Uncle
Conkeldurr.
D-
I mean,
a
think
cu-
of it
it's a
this way.
cuck.
though. Oh, that bumps it up even more.
Where are we? Like C, D, C, B.
Well, think of it this way. It can brace for support.
That is true.
Look at the position it's just naturally in.
Yeah. And C.
Yeah, I'd say B, but
But also look at the competition in the
maybe
B
I'm
tier
better
right
than
now.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of average. See, I would say C is like pass. B is could go, could not go, and then A and up is smash. So is this a pass?
I think on the right day, right time.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe a B tier then.
I could do B. We beat. Faeton, you strongly believe D, right?
Before Roach mentioned how it's already bracing for impact, then that like bumped it up a bit.
Can we all live with a B?
I can live with a B.
Yeah.
Right. And then what about? It's like, do you like the a little thicker, or do you like a little thinner? I think these are both pretty high contenders.
Honestly,
Their names are Throw and Soft.
That name.
I mean, why not A tier for both of them?
Yeah.
A tier for both.
They've worked hard to get where they are.
Hell yeah.
I think that's the ideal situation. Is you want both at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yes.
S.
S tier.
I'm just putting that there.
Ooh. Yeah, S tier.
Go S.
Oh, I don't know, because the one a little bit after is just a hotter version of that one.
So maybe this is A, and then this one over here is gonna be a.
Yeah, the one in the the dressed up version of that one, that's the S tier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Peyton, are you in
I'm
agreement
down
with,
with that.
with
That's-
that? Or do you think they're both S tier?
I think they're both S tiers.
Really? You'd put them in the same contention?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
We're talking
explain
maybe
your reasoning
high
on this,
A.
because I'm not sure if I'm on board yet. Yeah, I agree with high A, but you're gonna have to sell me on an S for that little thin bug.
I mean,
It's homophobic to have them only at A. All right, fuck it. If we've decided they're gay,
A soft throw going on up there.
I mean, apparently it's homophobic to have them at A, so we gotta have them S.
I mean, we can't be doing that, so that does make sense.
I can bump them a spot for that.
I don't know. I'm still not sold on the thin bug, Faeton. Y'all gotta sell me on this S tier thin bug. What's S tier about this bug?
It's hot. I mean,
Yeah, but not nearly as much as its much better counterpart.
eh,
I feel like its arms would cut you.
I don't know.
see, the things about these are it's 3D models. Its
Bug.
2D models are much like it has this cute like face. It has like red eyes and like a cute little
That doesn't sell you.
smile.
I don't know what will.
You know what? Yeah, Zephyr just sold me too. They just said, "What's S tier about a bug?" It's a bug, and that's true. We do love bugs
So,
here.
I will say, going next down the line, this is a little bit lower on the bug tier list.
Oh yeah, that's I did say centipedes are the one bugs that kind of give me the
I
freak
could be
outs.
pretty okay with going C, but I could be compelled to go B.
I mean, I kind of have to D, right? It's so crunchy.
Crunchy?
Yeah, look at it.
I mean, I know that like bugs tend to produce a lot of fluids and stuff as well. So
Oh. Yeah, but crunchy fluids.
Oh, it is a 8-2.
crunchy is this eater pass?
It is a tall boy.
It's tall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
8-2.
shit! So that bumps it to B, right? This thing can like consume
I don't know, does it?
an 8 foot tall bug like pinning you against the wall.
Kind of freaks
I
me
mean,
the
it
fuck
can
out.
with all of those arms. I mean,
Oh. I'm a little scared of the centipede, but maybe that's good for me.
There's nothing you want to know. Like how we said $1 million bailout while Colorado
What the hell?
struggling to sail on.
What the fuck is happening?
Nah, gonna hit that audio on the ad on this website, I guess.
Oh, I thought that
Oh,
was one of your
shit.
sound bites.
I was wondering what soundbite it was as well.
Colorado bailout.
The butts the buggy has reminds me of a butts a bit. Real message. The horns the buggy has reminds me of knights. Oh.
Butt bot, that's a good point.
And then,
The butts the buggy has reminds me of butts a bit.
that's really actually a pretty well strung together. Oh no.
it is very aggressive and will not give up until victorious.
Oh, that's what it says about the centipede?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, maybe it has to stay rock and rolled as a wherever it was then.
Does that bump it to A or does that just keep it at B?
I mean, I feel like it would force its way into A.
Yeah, it's gonna get its goal
Yeah.
accomplished. That is a
Yo, Buttbot just hit a fucking smile in chat. What is that?
If you say like buttbot yes or buttbot no, then it will respond back. Like if you hit a buttbot no, it hit a crying emoji.
Oh, what the hell? I was like, is Buttbot gaining sentience over there? What the fuck was that?
Oh, I'm getting an A definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fucking 80s hair.
What actually is this one?
The sheep, huh?
Its name is Whimsicott. It is a grass type.
They're like cotton.
Yeah. Super soft.
They're tiny, I'm sure as well though.
That's
2
true.
4. Yes. Bit on the small side.
I couldn't leave it sad.
I couldn't leave it sell. Yeah, I'm watching it happen a little bit in past time.
Epridge buttbot remembers.
I would say B or A for this thing.
Think so?
I mean, wouldn't you say so?
A
A definitely.
It is very cute.
What about this like Thinno?
D.
D. Oh shoot.
I think they chose the red version.
I would. We think B or C. I could take it or leave it. Yeah.
For the fish? Yeah, it is kind of like a fish fleshlight.
Oh.
It is 3 feet
3
long.
feet long.
Yo. Almost long enough.
Dude, what about Croco?
Croco's got a cock for a nose. They should call it Coco.
Not sure the name of this Pokemon, but definitely giving me like a couple of different vibes.
Crocodile.
Crocodile?
Crocodile.
Oh, that's so clever. I like that. I was gonna say it looks like a thief.
So he's gonna steal your heart, S tier, right?
I think he's gonna fuck you up in bed, then steal your wallet.
Yes.
Oh no. I don't know if I like the look on his face.
Oh, that's fucking Mr. Fister.
Darn Manitan.
I was pretty close with mine.
I love Crocodile. Big fave. Love how it looks like a raccoon, but as a crocodile.
Oh, that is pretty dope. I didn't even realize that.
See, I'm pretty like. I can't tell if I'm neutral
It's 4-3.
or A-ish.
I won't stand for Mr. Fister being anything below A tier.
Are we saying this is another S or is this an A?
I'll give it the A, but like hesitantly.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go all the way to S, but I feel like it's almost definitely deserving of an A.
Oh, one of its abilities is sheer force.
Man.
Okay, yeah.
A it is.
Like a definite yes, but not like your first choice per se. Now, this one's giving me cactus vibes.
Yeah. Yes, it is a cactus.
So-
Yeah, but look how sweet its face looks.
Its name is Maractus.
So is it miraculously not going to hurt you?
Never gonna know until you try.
Yeah?
Yes, yes.
It is the cactus Pokemon.
To be fair, there might be a couple of us that
It
are
is 3-3.
maybe somewhere in on that asexual spectrum, but also like, fuck Pokemon. Asexual.
Yeah.
Asexual, except
Yeah.
for Pokemon.
Let's go ahead and I can hit.
Ashton is actually fictisexual, so she would be all for fictional monster beasts.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry, I can't stop. My attention is like... Yes! Zephyr. Okay, I know that came a little bit later, but holy shit, I was thinking the W mouth thing too.
So are we saying this is going to be another A? Do we want to fuck way more Pokemon than we don't want to fuck so far?
Yeah, I told you I was gonna fuck all these Pokemon whether it killed me.
I'd say A or B.
Or it says
Yeah,
B.
A or B.
I think it depends on how much it's going to hurt you. Like, how sharp are these pokes on it?
It looks like it only has a couple.
Yeah, only as on its hands, on its head, and then on the little flowery bits.
Yeah, you can avoid that. I know this may be a little like sacrilege too, but could we skip down to option 1 on the 3rd row? What the fuck is that thing?
Anti-ray. Like a stingray.
Stunfisk.
That's not a stingray. What is that thing? What is that?
Let me see if I can find what it's. Where are you? Stunfisk.
I've never seen them make a Pokemon look so dumb on purpose.
It is. Yes, it's completely dumb.
What's it called? Dumb fish?
Sunfish?
Stunfisk.
It's called Dumb Fisk?
Dun.
Oh,
Stunfisk.
Stunfisk.
Saying D then?
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, out of all the Pokemon I've
It
seen, I
is
wouldn't
called
fuck
the
it,
Trap Pokemon.
but it's my
And
favorite.
its Galarian
Oh.
form looks like a bear trap.
It's a trap.
It like hides in
Pokemon?
the sand.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's a trap. Isn't that like a sexy thing?
Does that bump it to C? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, so far out of all the Pokemon's
It is
designs, it's my
based
favorite.
on a flatfish, such as a flounder.
I just feel like
It may also be based on the Stargazer.
I could bump it up to a B just in the fact that it could probably like lay on you and it would be like a weighted blanket.
That's pretty hot.
Well, it weighs 24 pounds and is 2'4".
Oh.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Weighted blanket for your knees down.
Just where you want it.
Where you want it. Maybe flop it onto its back for the mouth, you know.
Yo! Holy shit.
Okay. As a quick off the rip, I put this pretty low as well. This crab dude.
Yeah.
Love crabs,
crab
but like
dude?
there's like he literally his body is a pile of dirt.
That is literally what he is, yeah.
I mean, like you don't need a Pokemon for that.
His name is Crystal.
Oh, so it's a crystal, not dirt.
No,
That's so
it's
funny.
dirt. Crust. Cool.
Like coastal.
Does anyone have objections to D?
No.
Nope.
No, Your Honor.
This pink,
No, Your Honor, I would
this
not.
pink
fuck this
starfish?
Pokemon.
Oh, dude, what the fuck? This night guy?
See,
Is anyone opposed to the night guy being S tier?
yeah, because you can change out his swords
Yeah.
for anything.
Put on a different, like, notch on his sword.
Sure.
I mean, I could be swayed to A, but
No, S is exactly where he belongs.
I mean, I'm thinking. I could be thinking like a good A or B for this pink starfish.
It's not a
Why?
starfish.
Really, why?
I don't know, man.
Just calling out to
Yeah.
you?
Like,
Where'd we put our other fish at? Because it's 2 tiers above whatever our other fish is. Easily.
this one is at B.
Shit, well, it's not an S. I mean,
It is 311.
maybe A.
So it's a pretty big fish.
I would love to, it would be quite a catch. You know what I mean?
I feel like, and also just seeing that little bit of like pixel shading on the back, I feel like the behind of this Pokemon also pretty. Looking pretty sick.
Yeah. Dude got the fucking pixel butt.
I think, unless there's a strong opposition.
No, you swayed me.
What about this like stoner ass looking? I feel like that's pretty high tier.
I don't know. I don't like anything that thinks it's tougher than me.
I don't know. I'm not even.
Its name is Scrafty.
I feel like pretty high tier. I think
I just want to. I want to kick its ass.
but then you could have like an interesting dynamic where you both kick each other's ass.
You've swayed me again. Put it up there.
Yeah.
And like he definitely is gonna smoke with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, with a face like that.
We have to say more no to more Pokemon.
Yeah.
Look how many more Pokemon.
Yeah.
No S tier I've ever seen of anyone doing this looks this full for anybody else. Our S and A tier is incredible.
It's stacked.
Yeah.
I am gonna go out on a limb and say I don't know what you could even do with this, like giving or receiving.
You put it in
Yeah.
D, that's what you could do with it.
Like that feels.
And it flies.
I feel like you could like throw it around like a beach ball at a party.
I would love to have it as a pet. I do not want to have sex with that thing.
Also in Pokemon Snap, that thing's really screechy.
Yeah, you don't want that. If you got neighbors,
And off the rip, I feel the same thing about this kind of like coffin. Because I really hate being locked in a
Those
coffin.
hands.
But I'm seeing the 4 hands could be useful.
I absolutely love its pre-evolution. And I've never really been a big fan of it itself, but those hands could do something for me.
say C or B.
B, definitely.
I would
It
agree
probably
with
is a
B.
bit above these two even. Like I'm vaguely putting them in order, but not really.
Yeah, just generalized.
And then it's like turtle ass tank. Dude.
I don't know how I feel about that thing.
I could put. I feel in like C.
I don't know. Look at those like slapping hands.
It could, like, fuck you up.
I mean-
But I don't, like... I think that's its limits, though. And, oh god, I'm just seeing this right now, and I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with this. The fucking gear Pokemon D.
Oh, D 100%. I do not. You ever got your like junk stuck in a
Exactly.
zipper? That's what that.
And on the
thing is.
contrary, the trash bag Pokemon, definitely S tier, right?
Dude, trash bag smells so bad. Throw that thing in D.
Yeah.
I'll just put it in C.
D for
Or
I don't
D
know.
for dang trashy.
Yeah, D for dang trashy.
Still, what does everyone's soul tell
I
them
could
about
not
the
let
turtle?
that thing near me. A.
I'd be okay with B.
That's the dominating Pokemon right there.
I do have
T for
an urge to put it a little bit lower, so I put it for B.
B makes sense to
What
me.
about this, like, dinosaur bird?
D?
I pretty much second that, but I could go C if Eel has any strong feel.
Peyton, what do y'all think about the bird? Would you go to town with it?
Yeah.
All right, see it is.
Yeah.
Where are you slapping Dino Bird, Peyton?
B. Yeah. That sounds good.
Fair.
And then, I mean, this is definitely an adorable little rodent.
Yeah, honestly, D tier for me.
Look how cute it is.
Yeah, but it's so small and like, I don't know. I don't like how young it looks.
How about we concede to a C?
I'll let y'all put that thing in C, but my stance stays at a D, just on the record.
It's like it's not the worst. It's not the worst.
I thought you said you're trying to fuck all the Pokemon.
Yeah, not the one that looks like a underage to me. That one gives me bad vibes.
All right, but
I do like the goth.
yeah, I
bird,
was about
though.
to say that's
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that's definitely an S.
Yeah, it's an immediate S, right? Like, probably even top of the S.
You know, I want to say automatic S tier for all gay frogs, but I think I can knock this one down to A for being like in the more developing phase still.
Yeah, it's not really a frog yet. As soon as it becomes a frog, S tier.
Oh no, the swan. That's probably a big ass thing too.
You could put the gay frog at the top of A tier.
That's not a frog.
Definitely looks like a frog.
It's a little froggy.
It's kind of got a separate face that makes it not a frog, but it's got the frog aesthetic going. I will adopt that as a frog child.
It's a cell. Groups of cells going through.
Aren't we all just groups of
Deeper
cells
thing.
though?
Is the ice cream, is that a good or a bad thing?
I do hear some people like cold stuff.
Oh hell yeah.
I would eat that ice cream.
And then stick the frozen cone somewhere.
Maybe like a B tier because of that.
Yeah.
And I still have no thoughts on the Swan.
I mean, no thoughts is an automatic B, right?
I think so.
Are we deciding that D tier is like bottom of pass and B tier is like no preference either way? Or is B tier like a passable smash and then S tier is like a definite smash?
I think B is like maybe leaning leaning towards the like probably, but not quite.
Then I think B tier makes sense. What? No, if B is leaning towards, then I think C tier makes sense with the Swan.
Yeah.
Then the deer or this buddy right here, like I feel like they probably got size to them.
They also change with the season. So this
Pretty
is
cool.
in spring form.
So keep things fresh.
Yeah, very trendy, very fashionable.
Anyone have any immediate gut instincts for tiers?
Like C.
I was gonna say D.
Honestly, yeah, D. I go down to D.
I said B.
Oh, you said B? Oh, I thought you were saying D. I was like, yeah, I agree with
B?
with
That's
D.
kind of what I
mean,
was thinking initially, probably B. Leaning towards
B.
it, but maybe not.
I mean, I don't know. I would say, yeah, I guess B's okay. I would lean more towards C, so maybe bottom of B.
This like mushroom dude's gonna like make you trip.
Yeah, Mushroom Dude is A tier.
I'll even B. C. Alright. This flying squirrel dude is just tiny. That's the issue there. Cute as fuck though.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe C. I don't know, maybe D now that I get a closer look.
And oh, this big like water. That's like a jellyfish.
It's
It is-
Jaleficent.
It
I
looks
know
like
that's the-
King Babam is a jellyfish.
Yeah, I love that thing.
Is that an A? S
Is that
tier?
an S tier? Oh, A? You think A? I don't know. Maybe S. Maybe A. I'll let you decide on that. Y'all
Yeah, Faeton.
decide
How-
with that one. I would.
Do you
I would
lean
think
S or
high.
A or B?
A.
We got a second row of A now.
I think we should move the Goth Babe up in S tier. By the way.
Is it not?
Oh, like move it like higher up in the S tier.
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh,
I think it's better than the Croc for sure. I'm not sure if it's better than the Frog, the Snake, or the top ones though.
Oh, I see spiders. I don't like being touched by spiders.
Very cute, but I don't know if I would choose one for my bedroom partner.
Yeah.
Do we go D or do we give C just for being like an aesthetic cute bug?
I think C for cute.
Yeah.
Like
He's fine.
gun to your head, there's worse.
Yeah, gun to your head, it could be that trash ball.
Oh gosh.
Or
Look
the
at this
gears.
freaking this parasite looking mofo.
Yeah, that's even worse than the trash ball.
Its name is Sparrow.
Parathorn?
Oh my god.
I mean, the thorn probably gives it that knock, but I mean, I could go C. It's probably got a.
It looks like an alien.
It's good at leaving you hickey.
Well, those three things are usually on the ground. It's what it uses to walk.
Oh. Oh, we're looking at different ones, Faeton. I think Fukuma's doing this weird leech thing.
Oh,
I thought it
this
was
one you
so
said
cool.
D though.
Yeah, the leech, I wouldn't mind C. I agree with that.
It's like kind of a little but also like
But yeah, that weird UFO thing, that's a D for me.
this little wood guy over here.
See. Oh, that's, I
No.
mean,
He's not wood. He's metal.
ooh, even better.
And
What do you think those buttons do?
they're just lights.
Yeah, well, that's
It's
simple.
The
based
lights?
off aliens.
That means it's at least B tier.
I think those buttons do more than just be lights, if you know what I'm saying.
Do you want to have any other strong convictions beyond a B?
I'm just gonna say it, that's a vibrating butt
Yeah.
plug. Slap that thing in A.
Let's go.
What about this big
It's
dinosaur?
like another. It almost gives me the same vibes as like.
Yeah, there's another butt plug one.
Kind of
right?
like this guy, the red centipede looking dude, but this is more of like a dinosaur version.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah. I like the gold one better.
So are we going S tier or are we just going higher at? Oh wait. Where was it?
Is it worthy of an S tier?
We got the
Wow.
centipede is in the A.
Shit, I guess, yeah. Maybe high A, but I guess.
I say A or S. It is one of our favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, but would you
I
smash
think
it?
he'd smash you.
Yes.
I guess you gotta go S then, huh?
And then the chandelier is gonna light you on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it can light your blunts for you.
For that, I could lean it up to a C.
Yeah.
But I still think there's too much room for error and burning sensation that's not wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, I would go B just because it could do a heat wax too.
True. Is that enough to bump it to B, or are we just moving it higher in C?
Maybe higher in C.
Yeah.
Maybe top of C.
I'll put it behind this bird.
Yeah, it's not better than the Bazinga thing.
All right, we have this like one that's like really polar bear-esque.
Yo, he's like fucking half rocked up too.
Oh shit!
Look at his fucking bulge.
It really does have like a little situation going on there.
That's S tier.
I was about to say definitely S tier.
Also, like
Okay.
that's a tall ass Pokemon.
Pokemon?
I'm good with S tier.
Wow, I think that's one of our fastest S tiers.
Yes.
Snowflake. I'm thinking that's D for me.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
think of another valid.
And it's like really thin. Like it's as thin as it looks.
What the heck?
So
I would want to chew it up and turn it into
What the fuck
snow
is this
cone.
red skull looking ass motherfucker?
Whoa. What? What you think he's hiding under that cloak though?
He looks like he's
oh he's
got a hole in his head.
It's
Yeah,
just
C
a
tier.
mark. It's not a hole.
Well, it looks like one.
Or is it? Wait. I say A.
A? That's what I was kind of thinking, at least A or B.
I'd go as far as B, but I don't know if I could say A for that, dude. Like, would you put that thing over the green monkey?
I was thinking maybe.
Really? Okay. Hey, well, you feel like you would,
I
honestly.
feel like this is
throw it
like
up to
a floating head, essentially.
Kind of cool.
Like a good friend too. Like it'd be like a cool story.
Yeah, you could tie its little flaps to your belt, walk around with it.
Then, ooh, I think that's A or S.
Oh yeah, I'll let y'all decide, but I would definitely go A or S.
S. Yes.
I like its little pose. It's like a dancer.
Even. See, this one's got the strength on its side. But I don't know if it's calling to me that some have.
Yeah, it does look very Dragon Tales-esque, doesn't it?
Like almost, it is like got a little bit of a Digimon vibe or something.
Digimon, that's where I was leaning. Yeah, not Dragon Tales, Digimon.
I think I could go C.
I would even, if somebody wanted to put it in D, I wouldn't stop them.
What do you think, Faeton?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I'm gonna say the same for this next one. These big, like, huge stone things.
I don't know. Might
It's
give a
like
good hand.
I mean, I guess it could.
It's gigantic.
It's like 10 feet tall, I think. Pokemon Snap, those big things just sit there and they're like asleep, and you have to like light them up to get them to wake up. I'm like, it's like a
I mean, look,
shake wig attachment to wake
it's
it
wearing a
up.
cute little skirt. I like its little skirt though.
For that reason, do we go C?
Oh, you are close. It's actually 9'2".
I'm saying I think it's huge.
Pretty good.
I mean,
That's only like 2 feet taller than me, so.
I could go B, like right in front of this deer guy. Or do we go C?
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't
He's a
know.
big guy.
Like,
I think C or B would be fine, but I would lean more towards the bottom
as
of
soon as
B.
you said the skirt thing too, I'm like, we gotta, like, it's like a non-binary icon we got over here.
Yeah, look at those legs.
That's why it wants to wear the skirt.
And then I think I could put this dude somewhere up pretty high.
Oh, that dude's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already like off the gut, just saying like A, maybe even S.
I would think A. He looks a little sharp for S.
Yeah.
So like kind of mid A.
Yeah, like behind the frog, but still up there.
Its name is actually Bisharp.
Yeah, see, Bisharp's a little sharp, huh?
Little cut Manny. Any strong feelings
yeah,
about the buffalo?
It's a solid spot right there. The buffalo. Hmm. Yo, its afro is so
buffalo.
sick.
Non-binary icon.
A tier.
A tier?
I kind of think so, right?
Yeah, I
put
was
it in
leaning probably
B.
more B.
Look how badass its afro and rings are, though.
It's true. Any
Oh, Furret thinks A. Or
or
S.
S? Well, then we can go A.
I don't know. I don't know if I could go S, but I definitely think A.
I kind of want to change Stunfist into bump it up either a B or A. I don't know, something.
That's crazy.
I could
We-
be
I
about
mean,
that. I can approve that.
Hey, you know what? Go for it. Who
Does
am I
the
to
Council
stop
of Pokemon fucking agree?
you? All in favor?
And I mean, genuinely, how are you feeling about the birds?
And
The next two, no.
Think both.
yeah, I was immediately thinking kind of the same thing.
The second one, D for me,
Both D?
but I give the first one a C, a low C.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with that.
Ooh. I feel that's giving me a little bit of Anteater vibes, but I could go like pretty like A with that.
You kind of like
It
the
is an ant
schnoz.
eater. Actually, the ant next to it is what it eats.
What? Like cannon?
So
Yeah.
you could watch them eat these bugs. You could tier them up together. Like you want
That's
to
crazy.
you want to like attend some with this dude and 9 of those bugs.
I
No
mean,
witnesses.
no. I feel like we need to put the anteater at A and then the ants in D tier then. It's like
can
a
agree with that.
sub-dom thing, right? That's where they wanted it.
Like who was that said it's okay to be mean to bottoms?
I don't know. I haven't heard that, but it's true, right?
On some level, probably. I mean, this one, the 3 heads, that's pretty nice. I could go B or A, but this, like, big, fluffy, gnat thing, those kind of freak me out.
I mean, the 3
Hydreigon.
head thing. Sorry, Faeton, go ahead.
The Hydreigon, that's the name
Hydreigon?
of that one. I want to put it in A, but I'll be okay with it in B.
It reminds me of the.
Truly, it's an S tier, but
It reminds me of Ogre from Tekken, the final form Ogre. And that freaks me out.
I think the 3 heads gets it to A, though.
I'll concede to that. I do agree that 3 heads is better than 1.
Bird is also saying that we should move Gigalith up to S. So should we move Gigalith up to A?
Which one is that?
That's the big skirted one.
Yeah, Gigalith to A.
Thank you for your contributions. I did call them a non-binary
I
icon.
was
Is
just about to say earlier.
It's not Giggle.
that not it? Which one's Giggleth?
No, its name is Joe.
Oh no.
I mean, I do think the big thing should go up anyways, right?
Oh, Giggleth is the gangbang one.
Oh, see, that's what I was saying at the beginning. Giggleth and S.
Actually, I still think. There we go. So close. Are we hitting D on this, or does anyone have strong feelings the other way?
I think I like how soft it is. I'd go C.
C is okay with me.
S, D, S.
SBF?
SAS.
I would say.
Triple S.
I was going to say BBS.
ABS.
Yeah, ABS. I agree with that.
Okay. I love how we knew what we were talking about.
She got to know. It's, if you know, you
Ooh.
know.
This one's got butt plugs built onto it.
No way. Let's see. Yo, and look at the Dom right next to
Got
it.
the whip and the butt plug.
Shit, I mean,
Am I about to double S these?
I was about to say, you got to double S that, right?
I say A, but
Yeah. I don't know. I could concede to one of them being an A. I'm just curious which one y'all
I think the
that
butt
would
plug
be.
stays an S.
yeah.
I was thinking the whipper stays
It is
in-
kind of
in
tentacle-like
S.
too.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, all right.
Keep them both up there.
Yeah. Keep them both up there.
It can be. We've had a big, like, majestic, like, bird dinosaur.
Bird dinosaur. Oh, yeah.
That's Reshiram, the legendary.
Oh, he's on my
Is
screen
it
right
like,
now.
is it blasphemy to say yes?
Yeah, but I'm a blasphemous man. A blasphemous man. I can't say that. I'm a blasphemous.
So it's
man.
S? Does the fact that it's possibly a god put it higher on the list?
Yeah, it would be
Yes.
sacrilegious not to.
It'd be sacrilegious not to fuck the embodiment of God in the Pokemon universe. This little
Oh,
rock
beautiful.
dude, I'm feeling pretty no-ish about. The accessories call for high rankings,
Yeah,
the
it's
whip
just-
and the plug.
That little rock dude is just a Pokemon STD, right?
I'll put it above the vulture. What
Yeah.
about this little one with the steel beam?
That's
Well, I mean,
actually
Steel
the
Beam can't
middle
melt up.
evolution of Conkeldurr.
Well, I don't like that it's the younger version, so D tier.
Yeah. The strength almost brings it up, but it does, like, this one is pretty humanoid, childlike.
It just looks like a buff kid.
Oh, it's like their max height will be like 4'2". Worked out too much.
Stunt your growth.
What about this little bug thing fits in your hand?
Yeah, that's. I mean, D tier.
I was gonna say you could almost like put it
S
in you,
tier?
but it's got that weird thing on the top that probably would hurt you.
Yeah, I would not put that thing anywhere near me. Although, wait, you're thinking of it the wrong way. That's the part on the outside.
That's the handle to pull it back out.
A tier.
And this, what about the freaking Shell Knight?
I love that thing. It kiss you real good.
What else can that mouse do?
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, you gotta put it up in A to find out.
Is it a high B or a low A?
I'm fine with either of those.
I'm fine with either of those two.
We'll put it low A. You definitely got to get on it, in on it. And then,
In on the
you
ground
know where
floor.
I stand on the dual head thing. That always is bonus points.
Yeah, but is that again just the kid version of the other one?
I was about to say, it is the middle evolution of Hydreigon.
Yeah, so
the
it's
one
like
with
young
3
adult.
heads. Yeah.
Oh god.
That 20 to 30
I mean, if-
range.
Okay, 20 to 30 is a big difference.
So I'm like
A
A or
tier?
B.
Our, like, this evolution line is one of our, like, top favorite of all evolution lines. So we say S, A, whatever.
I'll leave it
Go
to
A.
y'all.
I'm good with A.
I mean, I think the last two are DSS or DSA.
I think this middle one is definitely S.
S, A. That's the other
Yeah.
legendary.
Like the
Is that
devil
from-
one.
Look at its handle.
You know, that one's even more fun than the other one. But these are both giving me like
Exactly.
too small vibes.
Yeah, but the pink one has a handle.
It's actually like smoke.
Oh,
It eats
whoa.
your dreams.
Shit. Okay, that's an S then for me.
Oh, right.
It eats your dreams.
Oh, I thought you. For some reason, I thought it would get me high.
Both. Probably.
Probably, yeah.
And then where does this little dude stand in the last of it? Is this a C?
It's the pre-evolution of the furry butterfly moth that you didn't like.
So maybe D.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We did it.